Hey Gemini, what's up guys? I hope everybody is well. So we're gonna go ahead and do a what door is opening for you next. If that's something that interests you, please stick around. Gemini, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box because that's gonna have any information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe, you tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I do hope that you're doing what's best for you. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Gemini, thank you for all the good vibes. It really does mean the world, okay? All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into this. We are going to see what door is opening for you next. Now, if you have not been a part of this reading before, it's a rather new one, but it is where we pull from the energy oracle cards because they have door to spirit, door to personal healing and happiness, door to romance, door to value, and then I add the temple path because sometimes it's about a spiritual journey you're on versus a door that's opening for you. And then of course the garden and the gate, because sometimes it doesn't matter what door is in front of you, you're not opening it because of indecision or fear or whatever. So if that's the case, we need to look into that as well. All right, so we are going to pull from that. We have the forces of nature that came out for your intuitive message, Gemini. And I just feel like Spirit wants you to know that regardless of the door that you are about to open, things are going to be working in your favor. There's going to be a sense of good fortune, or dare I say, even luck for some of you guys. Like there could be this sensation of like, wow, things just seem to be falling in my lap. Things seem to be falling into place. Things are going very well. I'm not feeling a lot of resistance. You could even feel a sense of fate or destiny with this door because you could feel like, well, you know, it's almost serendipitous the way that worked out, or it's serendipitous how this is coming together, okay? Sorry guys, I had to pause that to snub out that because that dragon's blood, it's because of the resin that's on it, and it's not just a Palo Santo stick. It will burn and burn and burn, and it actually releases a lot of smoke, which is great. That stuff is powerful, but I don't want it to just burn and burn and burn and completely burn out, you know? So I want to conserve it as much as possible. So let's go ahead and get back to this reading. All right, now I'm going to pull a door. I don't know if we're going to get a popper or not. But we're going to pull a door and we're going to see what door Gemini is walking through next. And then we're going to get some information with the tea leaves. We'll clarify with tarot if needed. And then of course we'll close out with advice and additional messages as usual. Okay. What door is Gemini walking through next, Spirit? Okay. We have the garden and the gate. Ooh, okay, Gemini, with the door to value on the bottom of the deck. So for some of you, maybe a door has not necessarily manifested yet. I'm almost getting the energy. I know what I said when I explained this card, but now that I'm holding it in my hand for your reading, it's almost like card number 30, and then we're going into card number 31, then 32, 33, wow, 34. That's all like in order. That's crazy. Yeah, so it's giving like a big energy of like alignment here, but there is a next step. Like there is a door to value that is going to be opening for you, Gemini, but there's something where something is manifesting still. I feel like you're manifesting. I feel like you've went through some kind of sense of transformation. And we have to manifest on the inside before we can actually bring that manifestation to the physical. So there could be this feeling here, Gemini, of where something is formulating almost, okay? Some of you guys could already be quite comfortable in your situation, and then others of you are not gonna feel comfortable. So, you know, to each their own, because everybody here is at a different level. But I feel like there's a sense here of like, well, it could be better. Or I have a lot of things that I want to bring into fruition, or I have ideas, I have visions, I have dreams for myself, right? And some of you guys could feel like, you know, you do have everything that you could possibly need, but there are things that you want. Or some of you, you want a sense of freedom. Maybe there is this barrier here between you and what you ultimately do desire. And you're like, well, how do I breach that barrier? How do I get past that? So I feel like for a lot of you, there is a door to value out there. And it doesn't have to just be in finances. It can be good health, good relationships, just abundant energy, whatever it is personally for each one of you. But there is a door to value or increased value, a rise in status, perhaps, recognition for all the hard work that you put in, okay? Abundant growth and opportunity. And it's like, but I feel like there's still a barrier, or there's still something I need to do before I can get to that. That's kind of the energy that I am picking up here with the garden and the gate. You know, she's standing there and she's dreaming about what it would be like on the other side of this gate. You know, and she's in a very lush garden, which is why I feel like a lot of you guys are already in this energy, or very soon about to be in this energy of feeling a lot of abundance. Like, it's giving like Queen of Pentacles, it's giving Empress, it's giving, you know, a lot of growth around you. Okay, a lot of happiness, nurturing, success, healing energy. Things are growing around you, but there's almost this feeling of like there's something else out there. Okay, and that could be what we're getting here with this Forces of Nature card. It's like, I feel like there's something more. You know, I feel like my soul is calling me to the next level, but I don't really know what that next level could possibly be. Okay, so let's get some messages here about this garden in the gate. Okay, for this door to this door that's opening. I wanted to say opportunity. Maybe it is a door of opportunity that's opening. But let's find out. Oh Lord. Okay, well, one did pop, but cards are flying all over the place. This is the one that popped. We have the Throne. It says position of authority, on the rise, more responsibility, and a promotion. So for some of you guys, I have ash all over me. For some of you guys, there could be a position of authority that is about to present itself to you. Now, we've actually picked up on this quite recently in the general readings here. And so I do feel like that's something that is happening with the Gemini Collective. We're being asked to step into a sense of leadership, whether this is over an actual company, a group, a project, whatever, or this is just within ourself, you know, self-sovereigning here. And showing a sense of autonomy and actually making the choice to leave something and go off into the great yonder, or the wild freedom, or something like that, you know, the unknown. So some of you guys, that's what's happening here. Okay, you are getting prepped or prepared for this position of authority. And for some of you guys, you might feel that. I do feel like for some of you, you could even feel a little afraid or apprehensive of that, because what is this position of authority going to entail? What changes is this going to bring into my life? Even if this is just me standing up for myself, speaking out, saying, no, I'm not going this way, I'm going to go this way. What kind of changes is this actually going to bring? Some of you guys have been kind of dancing around an idea, is what I'm getting, or dancing around an opportunity to leave this garden, to go past this barrier, and to go out into the unknown, to travel and to see what's there. They're almost giving me like a pilgrimage type of energy. They're almost pulling me back to like settlers, you know, and I gotta pull stuff that I can relate to. So it almost feels like, you know, settlers that came to like my country, for example, way back in the day. They didn't really know what they were going to encounter. They didn't really know what they were going to experience. And a lot of people might have even told them, their family, their friends might have told them, you know, you're a fool. You have everything you want here in wherever the hell they were from, right? We already have systems. We already have roads. We already have a sense of law. You know, you're literally going out there to kind of build your whole life from scratch. And it's a long journey back if you want to come back, you know. But there is that kind of energy of like still craving that sense of freedom, still wanting to go off into the wild unknown. And that's what I'm getting with some of you guys. So for some of you, this position of authority is an actual position. Your boss could be asking you, hey, are you ready to be VP? Are you ready to be shift lead? Are you ready to be head of whatever? Okay? Are you ready to lead your own crew, your own team, your own group, your own shift, whatever it is? And then for others of you, there's just this sense inside of you of like, I want to take control of my life. I want to make the rules when it comes to my life. I don't want to sit, even though this garden does provide a lot, I want to see what I can provide for myself out there, okay? So there's a strong sense of autonomy here, and just wanting to make your own choices, wanting to have a sense of free will, wanting to develop whatever sense of identity that you feel is maybe being kind of meshed together with what other people's ideals or society's ideals for you are. This could even be like, I want to leave working for other people behind and I want to work for myself. I'm going to work my ass off. I want to work for myself. Okay. What do we have here for Gemini for this garden and this gate with this door that they are going to walk through? We have the June energy coming out. Okay. So Gemini energy in the house. All right. But something could be happening in June. Okay, with the dog barking, you could get some kind of message here around June, which is coming sooner than you would think. I know we're in February, but that's not very far away. It's only like 3 months away. So something could be happening in a couple months where you are going to be shifting out of an area where maybe you feel secure, but you feel like your heart is calling you elsewhere. Like, I feel like I need to go on the road, or I feel like I need to travel away from this. I feel like I need to break free from whatever this is. What else do we have here for Gemini for this garden and this gate? Oh, Lord. Too many. But that fox energy seems to be prevalent for somebody. What do we have here for this garden and this gate for Gemini gang? Garden and the gate. We have the pig. It says, beware of greed, selfish intent, and glutton. Okay. With the firecracker, excitement. So, what are you trying to say here with this pig, Spirit? I feel like for some of you guys, make sure that you're not just, I hate to say this, but make sure you're not just staying grateful for what you have. Like, you know how like sometimes the grass is always greener on the other side, And there's this energy of like, oh man, I bet it's so amazing out there where they don't have rules. They're giving me the energy of like the Little Mermaid, where she's like, look at this stuff. Isn't it neat, right? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete, right? And she's like, wouldn't you think I'm the girl that has everything? Okay, bet you on land, they understand, bet they don't. Reprimand their daughters. Yes, they do. Right? It's like there's still rules on the land. Ariel had no idea that actually being a woman on land is actually probably harder than being a woman in the sea. Okay? So there could be something like that. Like, not to say that you're like, no, you don't want too much. Like, don't want for too much. But there is an energy here of staying grateful with the pig. Okay? Staying grateful for what you have. Don't try to just consume and consume and consume, and because you're searching for a happiness that is not going to be found in anything. It's not going to be found anywhere, in anyone or anything. It's going to be discovered within yourself. It's going to be remembered within yourself. There are people out there that, don't have the luxuries that other people have. They don't have a car. They don't have a really nice house. Some of them have to grow or process every single thing that they eat. They can't just go to the grocery store and pick out whatever they want. Pick out the best fruits, pick out the best vegetables, get the finest cuts of meat. But they're happy because their happiness is not reliant on what they can achieve or how successful that they find themselves to be. Okay? There's an energy here of maybe Spirit saying, you will have opportunities to rise. You will have more, authority or more value that can come into your life. You will get this sense of freedom that you're going to be able to taste, Gemini. But make sure it's not a grass is greener on the other side, because when you get to the other side, you're going to find that the grass is greener where you were at, right? The grass is green everywhere. It's what you make out of it. And there's also that saying, the grass isn't green, it's just fertilized with bullshit. That could be something for somebody too. So there is that like slight shadow message here, okay, of make sure you're staying grateful for all of the abundance that you do have. It's okay to want more. It really is. That's the thing. As long as that, oh Lord, oh shit, the card went flying. As long as that wanting more isn't like I'm trying to chase and chase and chase and chase something that I'm not going to be able to find in anything. Let me pause this, and because I got to crawl under the desk to grab that card. Hold on. All right, I'm back. So it was the gong, okay? And that is, oh, it's got dust all over it. It says an exciting event, social events, parties, getting out, the drama, theater, and something goes down. So when I think of a gong, right, boom, it's like an announcement of something, or it's like, okay, we can commence this, we can start this, okay? I do feel like, Gemini, there is going to be an opportunity for you to leave this garden, okay? Leave your comfort zone in a sense, and to maybe build more, or to discover more, or experience more out there. And I do feel like what Spirit is saying here is that this is going to be exciting for you. There's going to be this energy here of trying new things and really feeling like, you know, you're doing something that you've really wanted to do. Like, it's going to feel exciting is the energy that I'm getting, okay? But there's still this energy here of like staying humble, staying grateful for where you came from, never forgetting where you came from, because for some of you, you know how like people, you know, they come from like meager upbringings and then they get all this money and suddenly they forget the struggle. They forget what they went through. You know, they forget that like it's a blessing that they were able to achieve all that. So that's what Spirit is basically saying, is just to remain vigilant, to remain really humble, Gemini, okay? I don't want to lecture y'all too much because, you know, and if you already feel like you do that anyways, right? Like, I do stay humble, then that message, just bypass that and leave it for whoever it is for. We have the horse energy, working out, quick series of events is going to happen, travel, a short journey, and someone comes in from a distance. For some of you guys, there could be a Sagittarius, or it could be a June, Gemini, take it as it resonates, that could be considering leaving whatever their comfort zone is that's not satisfying them to come to you. But if that is the case, make sure that this person isn't, again, just chasing this happiness, whatever they think is going to make them happy, because they feel empty inside. Okay? So make sure somebody doesn't show up here and they think you're going to be able to solve all their problems, or you're going to be able to make them happy, you're going to be able to satisfy them. Because when we rely on other people to make us happy, it's disappointing. Not only for us who are relying on other people, because people are people. People aren't going to be perfect. People are going to fuck up. They're going to make mistakes. There's going to be days where they're, you know, they're off, or they don't want to entertain you, or they need their space, or whatever. So when we rely on other people to bring us happiness, we're gonna get let down every fucking time. And then for the person that's being relied on for happiness, they feel all this pressure because they're like, well, I have to be there for this person constantly. I have to be perfect. I can't make any mistakes. I gotta walk on eggshells because they'll just leave and go to wherever the grass is greener next. So make sure that, again, you're finding your happiness within and not on the outside. I do feel like there is a journey here, though. If we're not talking about somebody who might be coming in from a distance, okay, then we're talking about you making some kind of journey, possibly traveling. Some of you guys, you want to be able to come back to your garden. You just want to be able to experience the world too, or see other places, try other foods, hear other languages, right? Like there's something here about, I want to experience life. I want to experience the world. And I feel like that's something that is about to be able to be happening for you. This is manifesting here. You are manifesting this through your own free will. And you're going to be asked to rise to the occasion when this opportunity presents itself. And I feel like it's going to be really exciting. Now, this could come from a friend, a family member, your own sense of self. I don't know, maybe, you know, something goes well at work or with your financial situation that causes you to be able to travel suddenly. Something could happen to where maybe your friend or your family member gets a ticket and they have an extra one, or they want to treat you to a trip. I don't know. Somehow, whatever this is that you're yearning for, that is like a short journey, like I said, you have to get past that gate. It's going to be offered to you. Okay? The way is going to be shown, basically. Let's get one more from these tea leaves. One more, Spirit. One more from these tea leaves, please, for Gemini gang. For this garden and this gate. We have the bear. Danger, it says, especially in money matters, folly choices, eating through resources, and piss poor planning. So this is like not with this greed and this bear, guys. It's a consistent like energy of make sure that you're not striving for the moon when you can only really afford to go to like Alaska. You know, make sure you're not too hell bent on making something happen when you're not ready yet. Okay? Because I do get this energy here of maybe feeling a little impatient. She does have that face, right? Like, when am I going to be able to leave this lush, beautiful garden that provides everything for me? You know, like, when am I going to be able to leave this behind? It's like that kind of energy, guys, okay? And also, for some of you guys who somebody is possibly wanting to come in from a distance because they find that they can find their happiness within you. You know, you're abundant. I can just move in with you, or I can just be with you, or I can just depend on you. It's like, be careful, because this person could have the spirit of fucking, I don't know, poverty on them, or recklessness or something, where it's like, resources just fucking fall through these people's pockets like they got holes in them, okay? Be aware of other people around you possibly being able to affect your abundance, Gemini. But for the majority of you, this is that energy here of wanting to do something, wanting to be so excited and so ready to do something that you don't plan properly, or you don't make sure that you have the resources for this, okay? So make sure that this is not saying that this is what's going to happen. I feel that very strongly, guys. This is saying to make sure that you are prepared for whatever this journey is. Make sure you're planning properly. Make sure you're not just making last minute rash decisions. This is the kind of energy of like, well, fuck it, I want to go to China, right? Or fuck it, I want to go to Australia or wherever, guys, okay? Or even America for some of you guys who are in China or are in Australia. Like, oh, fuck it, I just want to go to America. So I'm going to sink thousands of dollars of my savings in, quit my job, go, and it'll be fine. Well, what are you going to do when that money runs out? And you would think, and for some of you guys, you might be like, girl, bye, because I'm not going to do that. But you would be surprised at how many people actually make these just rash decisions just like that, because they're just fed up. They're tired of whatever it is that they're dealing with. They don't have the patience to just wait, okay? There's an energy here of that. Let me get a tarot deck. Why not just pull? Okay. The Old Faithful here. What is this throne? A position of authority. What is this talking about for Gemini, for this garden and this gate energy? We have the Devil with the Hermit card, and then we have the Seven of Pentacles. I don't know, guys. It feels like there's a warning in this reading of not to get too big for your britches, or not to let people like tempt you into leaving something behind that you've already put a lot of energy into, or like to steer your course. Like there's an energy here of you needing to steer your own course here with the Hermit. And I find it interesting too, because the Hermit is my spirit card. Obviously the Devil is the Devil card, okay? So I don't know. There's something here where it's just like, it's almost a spiritual battle, okay? Some of you guys could be getting very tempted, or there will be this energy of somebody who might tempt you. Oh, you should come work for me, or oh, you should sell your work to me, or oh, you should do things this way, or you should let me run your finances, or you should let me do this. It's something like that. You know, Spirit is saying to definitely be discerning of any kind of offers or opportunities that come to you, even if you're feeling a little bored in your situation. Because some of you guys, again, might feel like this energy of like, well, I want to expand, even though I have everything that's here for me. Spirit could be saying for some of you guys, there's no need to expand, or there's no need to rush a door to opportunity to come to you. A door of value is going to open for you in its own organic time. Make do with what you have now, or make the best out of the situation that you have now, because something that you have is growing. Even if it is a burden, it's hard at times. Growth is not easy. We all know that. So there could be an energy here of a shortcut that comes in, you know, like, you know, hey, if you come and work for my company, you're gonna have to stop what you're doing. But if you come and work for my company, we'll pay you triple, and it'll be reliable. So let's just say like you have your own business, right? And your business is okay. It's at Seven of Pentacles status. It's not at the 10. There's definitely room for improvement, but it's giving you what you need. Okay? There could be something here where somebody comes in and goes, hey, come work for my company. You can't do what you're doing anymore, but I will be able to pay you a salary of this. And that might be very fucking tempting. Especially in these kind of uncertain times, it's nice to have a certain kind of financial flow coming through. It's scary to be self-employed these days, right? Especially with the way that, you know, I'm not trying to get political and stuff, but the way shit's fucking going, it's not easy, okay? But this is a spiritual war just as much as this is a physical war, just as much as this is for some of us a political war. This is a spiritual war inside. Are you going to fold from fear, or are you going to rise to your own sense of authority, your own sense of autonomy, and decide what is right for you, what's best for you? Yeah, I might make less doing this, but you know what? I have everything that I need, though. Okay? So there's something like that going on, and I feel like that's why we're carrying over this warning here of the pig. Beware of greed. What is this for Gemini with the garden and the gate? What is this beware of greed energy here for? 7 of Cups, okay? So there could be like a confusing offer here, or there could be like a confusion of like, well, how can I, you know, it's like just wanting more, you know, or being too overwhelmed by choices. There's definitely something like that going on, guys. There's like some kind of like spiritual test here with being satisfied with what you've already grown, and then being rewarded with that for at the end with something bigger. But you have to kind of do this the way that you're being called to do it in your soul, is almost the energy that I'm getting. Because it feels like there's a chance here for you to take a shortcut or go after something that looks flashy. And then I feel like you'll want to come back in this garden. There's something about that, okay? Just the look on her face. She's like, got her, okay? So I don't know. There's something here where don't let greed run you. Don't let greed make you make rash decisions or step away from something that Spirit has already told you. Be patient. Wait. It will take time. And you're like, but I want it now. You know, they're giving me that energy from Willy Wonka with the golden goose. But Daddy, I want a golden goose, okay? That's the kind of energy that this is giving me. It's like, because once you get the golden goose, like, how are you going to take care of that thing? How are you going to take care of that thing? Where are we going to house it? You know? It's like wanting something so badly that you're not thinking of like the bigger picture or what it takes to upkeep it, what it takes to maintain it, the changes that it could bring in your life. So that's what I'm getting, guys. I'm sorry this message is coming off lectury, but that's what Spirit's bringing through. It's obviously an important message for somebody. The gong energy, an exciting event. What is this exciting event for Gemini gang, for this garden and this gate? We have justice. So Gemini, I do feel like you might feel bird bitches showing up, okay? And it's crazy too, because with that gong energy, I had seen the parrot when I was shuffling, and the parrot talked about people gossiping. I feel like for some of you guys, there could be this energy here where you're going to see some people get their just desserts, okay? You might have been looking at people with eyes of not necessarily envy, but more like it's just kind of unfair. It's unfair that these people are horrible people and they get nice things, right? They get to have positions of authority. They get to get all this praise from people. But if people really knew what they were truly like, they wouldn't be praising them like this, you know? And again, it's not to say people are perfect. Nobody is perfect. Everybody has like shadow work they need to go through and healing that they need to go through, and times when they, you know, they act like an asshole or whatever. But I'm talking about truly like bad people, you know? And there could be some kind of justice that's coming through here, guys, okay? There could be a sense of justice here where you get to see some people actually get what they deserve for once. Okay, like and this could be with actual like legal systems, or this could be in spiritual court, considering there's spiritual, you know, warfare and lessons going on here. This could definitely be something where it's like you finally get to see people get their karma. You know, these people could even come to you needing help or needing assistance, and it's like a sense of sweet justice. Even though you're not, just because somebody comes to you for help doesn't mean you have to help them. And you damn sure don't have to rub it in their face that they're coming to you for help. But there's like a sense inside of you of like, yeah, well, I kind of knew that you would get yours eventually, or that would all fall apart eventually, because it wasn't built on a solid foundation, Yeah, I'm getting like burpy, and it's like that's purging energy for me now, apparently. So I feel like there could be people around you that are purging a lot. People are being forced to purge. They're being forced to go through their court date, basically, their spiritual court date. You thought we forgot about you. Wrong. We just had some shit we had to handle over here. It's your turn now, right? So you're seeing people, and there could be a sense of feeling like, oh man, I'm really happy that I didn't get what I wanted. I'm really happy that that didn't work out. I'm really happy that that group did exclude me, or that place didn't hire me, or this apartment complex or this house, they didn't approve me. It's something like that. Because these people were bad, or this situation was full of toxicities. It wasn't built on something good and honest. And so that could be what's happening here. Some of you guys could resist some kind of like temptation to leave whatever spirit has told you is enough. That's enough. Okay? And then as soon as you obey and you're like, okay, well, I will not leave then. I'll listen to you, and I'll make do with what I have. I'll find joy in my life that you've given me. It's like you instantly see people or this situation or something about the situation that was foul. That's what I'm getting, guys. So the garden and the gate here, and these are still experimental readings, guys. I've only done one other door that's opening for you reading, okay? So bear with me here if I'm all over the fucking place. But I feel like there's something here with this barrier where it's like this is set up by spirit, okay? It's like they're giving me the energy, and this is kind of graphic what they're showing me, but just to family friendly it up for YouTube, they're giving me the image of like there's a big privacy fence, and your parents are saying, do not go over this privacy fence. You got a big backyard, you got a trampoline, you got a little pool, you got a little volleyball net or whatever, like, you know, sandbox, whatever. You got shit here to entertain you. Do not go over that fence. The kids are like, man, I'm bored. Right? I'm going to go over the fence. And they go over the fence, and there's like, I don't know, a 6-lane highway. Okay? It's like, that's why you were told not to go over there, because it's not good for you. Make do with what you have. Be grateful for what you have. You have things that other people don't really have. Okay? So there's something about that, guys. I feel like you're going to see a group or people, and these are people who possibly did try to come against you or tried to shove it in your face. Oh, see, I got this person, I got this job, I got this opportunity, I got this position. Everybody in that community loves me. Woo doo woo doo woo. Okay? Really tried to make it like you ain't shit, honey, and I am supreme. I'm everything over here. And a part of you might have been pissed off, like, well, they do have that person, or they do have that position, or they do have that job, or the community does love them. But Spirit was like, I don't take that. Wait. Just wait. Be patient. I'm waiting for just the right time to just bust this whole fucking tower down on them, okay? And you're going to get to be a witness. And not only are you going to be grateful that you were obedient and shown that this is why you're obedient, but you're also going to have an opportunity to rise yourself now. I needed to wait till this was clear before I could open this gate for you. It's something like that, okay? What is this horse energy for Gemini, for this garden and this gate? What is this horse energy? We have the 2 of Pentacles. Do I stay or do I go now? That's the song I'm hearing. Do I stay or do I go now? If I stay, it could be trouble. If I go, it could be double. Okay, I think that's how that goes. There's something about that, guys, okay? Some of you guys are going to be called after something you see that you were told to wait for a reason. Some of you guys are going to be offered other opportunities, or there is, like, that's what I'm saying. I feel like this gate here is going to eventually open. Like, it is. It's just like a waiting period of like, but why? You know, and but when and how. It's like somebody really wants something and they want it right now is the energy that I'm getting. And Spirit is being very, very adamant that you have to wait. Okay? And somebody doesn't like that. So you're in you know, the darkness is like, oh, you don't like to wait? Well, that's perfect. Because I'll come in and give you everything that you want. And guess what? I'll give it to you right now. Yeah, it's going to fucking fall apart or make your life miserable, but you're getting what you want right now. If you follow the light, you have to wait. I can give you what you want right now. Okay? So it's that kind of energy, guys. So some of you guys, you will have this choice. Do I stay or do I go? Okay? And this is not people who are being asked to stay in toxic situations. I need to fucking clarify that, okay? If you are in a toxic situation that is detrimental to your health, your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, Spirit is not telling you to stay in that situation. That is not what this is saying. This is for people who are in very healing energy, or you're in a situation where it's not maybe what you exactly want, but it is still good for you, okay? And you're being asked to hold off and wait until the conditions are better, or until I say move. When I say move, that is when you may move, is what Spirit is saying. This is who this is for. This is not a reading that's for everybody, I can tell. So I'm probably going to make the title, "This is the door that's opening for you next." So the people who feel compelled to click on the reading and don't need to see what the reading is about before they click on it, this is how you will know this message is for you. Because I do feel strongly this is not a message for everybody, okay? With the Two of Pentacles here, it's like, yeah, there's going to be some kind of other investment that's going to open up eventually, but before that, there will be a temptation, or there will be a choice here, is what I'm getting. And Spirit's like, what would you need? What would you need to add to this? You already have a lot, so what do you need to add? What are you looking for? What are you seeking? And if you're seeking something, is it something that can be found inside? If you're bored, maybe you should get out and work on a garden, or start a hobby, or clean or reorganize your house. You know, if you want a new environment, redo your entire fucking house. Like, switch the couch to the other side of the room, switch the TV to the other side of the room, rearrange your kitchen, rearrange your dining room, rearrange your bedroom. Now you have a new house. You know, it's something like that, guys. I don't know why Spirit's being so like, this is what I said. I didn't stutter when I said it. I don't know why Spirit's being like that, but I feel like because for somebody, you're dangerously close to, like, you know, maybe stepping outside of the garden, and Spirit's like, I didn't tell you to do all that. I don't know. There's something about that, guys. Give me something for the people who will eventually have more opportunities offered after this waiting period. Give me something for those people here with this Two of Pentacles and this short journey that we see here. Chariot. So when it happens, it's going to happen, and you're going to have spiritual support when this happens. Okay? I feel like there's something, it's like, and I don't know if you guys can see this, what I'm seeing here, but it's like the choice that could first get offered, the one that comes from the darkness, where it's like, you can have it right now, right? It's the Two of Pentacles. This Chariot in this deck represents more of a choice for me than even the Lovers card, because, I mean, look at her, right? She's basically facing a choice. You can go this way or you can go that way. There's either taking the low-hanging fruit, the easy, fast way, or waiting for the divine choice that's going to come for you, the divine movement, the divine opportunity, because when that comes, that's going to be huge. That's going to be big. You know? And you're going to have your ancestors in the side card here, just ready to go, okay? Ready to go with you on this journey. Whereas over here, they're trying to manipulate you to stay with what you have, or to follow what Spirit's saying. You see how this ancestor here is like, I don't know if you can see that. This ancestor here is like jumping to like kind of sway her decision. These ancestors don't need to sway your decision, because they're with you no matter what. They, you know, I hope that makes sense for you guys. So once this kind of all the dust settles on a situation, and you see that you were meant to wait and be patient, and being obedient to Spirit has paid off, there will be an opportunity for growth. There will be an opportunity for you to leave the garden and to go discover something out there, right? That's what I'm getting. But even so, when this opportunity comes, make sure you're planning properly. Like, while you're waiting for if Spirit has told you to wait and to be patient, while you're waiting, while you're being patient, this is when you should be planning. This is when you should be preparing. This is when you should be saving resources. This is when you should be getting your body, your mind, your spirit ready for the journey. Because it is going to happen. It's just not going to happen when you want it to happen, okay? 9 of Cups, that's wish fulfillment. It will happen. What is this bear for Gemini gang, for this garden and this gate, this bear? What is this saying? we have the Emperor here. You guys know how I feel about this card. 8 of Wands traditionally is 8 wands flying in from a distance, very straight, very organized, very much together. This is not together. This looks like she's a little in over her head, right? This looks like I thought I could handle this power, but I don't think I can actually. Wait until you are ready to handle this power. Wait until you are ready to handle this journey. The Emperor can handle it, okay? The Emperor is a leader, but the Emperor had to be developed into that, right? Kings, I don't really know, guys. I could be misquoting, and you know, y'all know how I hate about giving false information out and shit, but I'm pretty sure that kings are born into their leadership, and emperors, they create theirs. I don't think you're just born into being an emperor. I think you have to, like, I don't know. I don't really know if there's like emperor training or like a form you have to fill out or some shit like that. But I'm pretty sure with emperors, it's like you have to really prove yourself, or you have to build your empire. It's like you're not just given an empire at birth like a king is given one. Okay? So you will be offered something when you're ready, and when you're ready, you will not, this won't be a worry. This will not be a fear. You won't have any money issues. You won't have the piss poor planning. You won't be eating through your resources. And more importantly, you won't be making folly choices. Okay? Go ahead and take this ice cream that's gonna melt in 5 minutes. Man, fuck your ice cream. I don't even like strawberry ice cream like that, okay? There's something about that, guys, all right? But I feel like that's the energy here, okay? And how his little saber or wand or whatever you want to call that is like the evil eye, it just makes me feel like you're going to be protected on this journey too. Because, you know, if you're not in this emperor energy, it's going to be really fucking easy for shit to get out of control and out of hand really fast, guys, okay? So you need to be in an emperor energy before you make this journey, which is, I feel, why we see the transition from the minor arcana to the major arcana when it comes to making choices. This minor arcana energy is not ready. That's why your ancestors are trying to intervene. Ancestors are intervening here. They know you're ready. They know you're going to make a sound choice. So they are here. They're down for the ride, basically, because they know you're going to take them where we're supposed to go. So eventually you are going to be able to walk away, like I've been yapping about this whole fucking reading. You are eventually going to be able to walk away from something and develop something and move past this garden energy and expand yourself, but it's going to be in spirit's timing, not your timing, and that can be incredibly frustrating for people. I'm aware, guys, okay? I know. What advice and additional messages do I want to pull from? Let's pull from the Spirit Animal Oracle. Okay, advice and additional messages for Gemini with this garden and this gate energy. Advice and additional messages. Advice and additional messages. Advice and additional messages. It's a hawk flying above my house, so, you know, Spirit's watching you. Spirit's there, and Spirit's going to give you messages. You will get some kind of message here. Look at this. I swear, guys, this is... Okay. We have claim your independence. Okay, card number 13. With card number 37, be generous of spirit with the lion energy, guys. Okay, I feel like that's what you guys want to do so bad. Like I feel like a lot of you guys are like, I'm ready for the journey. I'm ready to be independent. I'm prepared. I have the resources. I have this. I have that. Spirit is saying to wait. Okay, I feel that very strongly. And card number, number 13 for some of you guys if you're born on the 13th. But I've heard that 13 can be a karmic number. Not that you are a karmic, but that you will face a lot of lessons, a lot of challenges and growth in your life. You'll face a lot of spiritual lessons. It's like, I've heard that people who are born on the 13th get put through the tenderizer a little extra hard. Maybe you guys can confirm that in the comments. Like, yeah, I was born on the 13th and she's been rough. Okay, I don't know. I know my sister was born on the 13th. She's not a Gemini, but she was born on the 13th, and yeah, it's been tough. It's been rough. She's been through a lot. She's learned a lot of lessons. Okay, let's see. But and also, I'm sorry, I just noticed this. See how we have this like little cat energy? They're giving me like Scrappy Doo. I don't know if you guys remember Scrappy Doo from Scooby-Doo, where he's like, let me at him, oh, rough him up, right? And it's like, what you gonna do, little small fry? Shut up, you know? It's like that kind of energy. I don't know, the cat energy is like, wait until you're a lion, okay? Wait until you're a lion. There's something about that. I don't know, guys. There's something about that, okay? What else do we have here for Gemini for their advice and additional messages? We have the antelope, a favorite animal on this channel for some reason. Some of y'all carry strong antelope energy and gazelle energy for whatever reason. Card number 2, life is speeding up. Life is speeding up. Card number 68, wombat spirit, be at home. Okay? I mean, these cards are kind of saying the same thing that I'm saying. Like, I feel like Spirit wants you to recognize that your life is offering you a lot and it is speeding up. It's moving forward. Might not be moving forward at the pace that you necessarily want it to, but it is moving forward. So let life speed up at its own natural pace and be present in whatever moment. Whether this is a slower pace, whether this is a medium pace, whether this is a fast pace, whether this is a big leap, be at home with life's pace, okay? And life is going to speed up too. Spirits, that's been a very strong message throughout this entire reading. Spirit is going to release this like gate. You are going to be able to leave the garden at some point, but when you are in this Emperor energy, when you are ready to leave. We have see the big picture with the giraffe, card number 29. You know, I think that card speaks for itself. See the big picture, see the higher perspective in things. Yes, I want to be able to do this, do that, but I'm also safe where I'm at. I have everything I need. My fridge is full, my belly is full, my lights are on. It's like something like that, guys, okay? Let's get one more message. And then we have the deer spirit, card number 18. Bring a gentle touch, which is that divine feminine energy, which is the energy of being receptive, okay? Being receptive. Spirit is asking you to be receptive until you are ready to be in this masculine energy of achieving, okay, and progressing it and going after it and putting energy into it and attaining it and all that good shit. All right, guys, that has been your reading. I do hope that it helped. I hope it resonated. I hope it did something. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.